At times, the most powerful statement a man can make is utter silence. Sigma males, a rare breed of men who refuse to conform to the traditional hierarchy of alphas and betas, understand this better than anyone. These men don't crave attention, nor do they seek validation from society. They are lone wolves, operating by their own rules, walking their own path, and never looking back. One of the most misunderstood traits of the Sigma male is his tendency to withdraw, often cutting people off without a single explanation. But this isn't an act of cruelty, it's a calculated move, a survival mechanism honed by a mind that refuses to tolerate nonsense. So why does the Sigma male go silent? What forces him into self-imposed exile? Let's break it down piece by piece, moment by moment, exposing the raw, unapologetic truth behind why Sigma males disappear. 1. After a personal loss. Sigma males don't mourn like the rest of the world. When loss strikes, whether it's the death of a loved one, the end of a relationship, or the collapse of a dream, they don't seek comfort from others. They don't pour their emotions into public displays of grief. They don't want sympathy, empty words, or forced interactions. Instead, they vanish, locking themselves away in their own world, where they can process the pain without interference. To the outside world, this might seem cold, detached, even robotic. But for the Sigma male, solitude is a sacred space, a place to deconstruct every raw emotion, analyze it, and reconstruct himself, stronger than before. This isn't avoidance. This is evolution. He breaks himself down to his most primal state, staring directly into the abyss of his own emotions, unflinching and unafraid. He doesn't run from pain, he absorbs it, converts it into wisdom, and emerges sharper, harder, and more resilient than ever before. His silence isn't emptiness, it's the sound of transformation. 2. When their boundaries are disregarded. Sigma males don't tolerate disrespect. They don't scream, they don't fight, they don't waste energy arguing with those who refuse to listen. Instead, they take the simplest, most effective route. They disappear. A Sigma male will set his boundaries once clearly, without ambiguity. But when those boundaries are crossed, when people test his patience, thinking they can push him without consequences, he won't issue warnings. He won't beg for respect. He won't negotiate. He will simply walk away and never look back. It's not revenge. It's not spite. It's self-respect. To the Sigma, every second wasted on someone who refuses to honor his limits is a second stolen from his purpose. He won't engage in debates about why his boundaries matter. He won't explain himself. If you violate his trust, you're already gone in his mind. His silence is the final nail in the coffin of the relationship, you just don't know it yet. 3. During a deep creative focus. When a Sigma male is locked in creation mode, the outside world ceases to exist. Whether he's writing, coding, composing, or building something extraordinary, he enters a state of absolute focus. Every distraction is an unwelcome intrusion. Every interruption is an act of war against his creative flow. During these times, he will not answer calls. He will not return messages. He will not entertain social obligations. He isn't being rude. He isn't ignoring people out of malice. He simply understands that greatness requires undivided attention, and he refuses to let anything interfere with his vision. His silence in these moments is the sound of mastery being forged. He thrives in the abyss of deep concentration, cutting off the trivialities of the world like dead weight. Friends may wonder why he disappears for weeks. Family may think he's withdrawn, but when he emerges, he does so with something rare, something real. His silence is the cost of brilliance, and he pays it gladly. 4. When they encounter arrogance or cruelty. Sigma males have zero tolerance for arrogance and cruelty. They don't waste time engaging in meaningless debates with people who thrive on belittling others. When they witness someone bullying, manipulating, or humiliating another person, they don't give that behavior the dignity of a response. Instead, they walk away. Instantly, without hesitation, without a second thought. To a Sigma male, engaging with such negativity is pointless. A bully or an arrogant loudmouth craves attention, thrives on reactions, and feeds off confrontation. The Sigma male understands this game all too well, so he refuses to play. His silence is a devastating response, a brutal form of rejection that strips the offender of the validation they seek. There is no need for a Sigma to argue with fools or educate the ignorant. He knows that some minds are beyond redemption, and he will not waste his energy trying to fix what is broken. His silence is not weakness, it is power. 5. When they detect manipulation. A Sigma male possesses an uncanny ability to read people. He sees through deception as if it were made of glass, picking up on the smallest red flags that others overlook. Manipulators, liars, and fake personalities may think they are cunning, but to the Sigma male, They are transparent. He doesn't waste time confronting manipulators. He doesn't expose their lies, argue, or offer them a chance to redeem themselves. No, he simply disappears, cutting off all access to him in an instant. The manipulator is left scrambling, confused, and frustrated. Their schemes fall apart because they rely on engagement, on convincing their target to stay invested in the game. But the Sigma male, he just walks away, leaving them powerless. This ruthless decisiveness is what makes Sigma males so dangerous to those who try to control them. They cannot be guilt-tripped, bribed, or emotionally blackmailed. They will not entertain toxic dynamics. The moment they sense an agenda, they exit. Coldly. Completely. Without a trace. 6. After a life-changing realization, Sigma males are constantly evolving. Their minds are like high-powered machines, processing new information, reassessing their choices, and searching for deeper truths. And when they experience a sudden life-altering realization about a job, a friendship, a relationship, or their own purpose, they act immediately. They don't dwell. They don't hesitate. They don't allow sentimentality to slow them down. A Sigma male may wake up one day and realize that his current situation is holding him back. Maybe he's surrounded by fake friends. Maybe he's stuck in a soul-sucking job. Maybe he's been tolerating a relationship that's become a dead weight. And when this realization hits, he wastes no time in making a move. People around him will be left stunned. One day he was there, the next day he was gone. No explanations, no goodbyes, no emotional outbursts, just silence. But to the Sigma male, this isn't cold-hearted, it's logical. When a path no longer serves him, he abandons it. Immediately, unapologetically, and never looks back. 7. When they need a mental recharge. Sigma males live in their own minds, constantly analyzing, planning, and strategizing. But even their powerful intellects have limits. When stress, burnout, or emotional fatigue sets in, they don't reach out for support. They don't look for distractions. They simply disappear. To outsiders, this withdrawal seems extreme. But for a Sigma, silence is the ultimate recharge. In solitude, he recalibrates, clears his mind, and emerges with renewed energy, ready to conquer his next challenge. 8. When a relationship loses value. Sigma males do not waste time on dead connections. Unlike others who hold on to relationships out of habit, fear, or sentimentality, the Sigma male views relationships with ruthless clarity. Either they add value to his life, or they don't. And the moment a connection ceases to serve a purpose, he walks away without a trace of hesitation. There is no drawn-out argument, no dramatic confrontation, no desperate attempt to salvage what's already crumbling. To a Sigma male, the energy spent on fixing something broken is energy that could be used to build something better. Whether it's a friendship that's lost its depth, a romance that's turned into an anchor, or even a professional relationship that has become toxic, he doesn't negotiate. He doesn't plead. He doesn't linger. He simply disappears, leaving behind only silence. This isn't cold-hearted, it's efficient. The Sigma male understands that not everyone is meant to stay in his life forever. He doesn't chase people, he doesn't hold grudges, and he certainly doesn't cling to relationships out of obligation. If someone no longer respects, supports, or aligns with his purpose, he removes them from his world cleanly, surgically, and permanently. His silence is not just an absence, it's a statement. A final, unwavering declaration that he has outgrown the relationship, and there is no turning back. That's all in this video, soldiers. If you liked the video, consider subscribing to the channel. Now go out, conquer the world, because you are the chosen one.